Hello everyone, I am Priyank Shah. I work for a private bank and my education is legal domain. Here I am talking about technology today, and technology comes to me as an interest and as a hobby. So I do blogging on Apple when it comes to technology. My blog covers all the latest applications, games, how to upgrade your software, how to downgrade your software and multiple things, but it is strictly pertaining to Apple right now. But now I'm looking to move into Android, especially because of Vivo. So the blog I was referring to is iPhoneRocks.in. It is particularly about Apple products. It gives you updates on the new apps, games that are launched, the newer software, the logs, what is the new features in the software, how do you download, from where to download, how to upgrade your iOS to the latest version. And it also covers a lot more about the upcoming products of Apple. So after using iOS for almost 10 years, I felt the need that I need to move to another OS, which gives me freedom to use my phone as I want to, because Apple is strictly a closed environment. It's very restricted when it comes to usage, So that was when I thought I need to move to Android. But when we talk about Android, the first names that come to mind is always Samsung, Sony, HTC. But in 2015, when Vivo launched in India, the first one it came was with X5 Max. The major feature was the slimmest phone, 4.75 mm. People were shocked, how can a phone be so slim? But Vivo did the unbelievable. But I was still not sure, okay, I should move to Vivo or not. But just as time आगे गया, it came with multiple phones like the V series, the Y series and the X series. So मेरा पहला Vivo purchase था V11 जो था मेरे fiancé के लिए. As you know, every Indian girl is very concentrated on the selfies. So मैंने उसके लिए खरीदा था. Vivo has a trend of setting the market firsts. When it came with Vivo 11 Pro, they had multiple market firsts like the in-display fingerprint, the water drop notch, the Snapdragon 660. After using Vivo V11 Pro for some time, I was very sure that I need to move to Vivo myself. And then I heard about the Vivo V15 Pro. I was very keen on buying that. I was one of the first customers to book the V15 Pro in Mumbai, and I was one of the first one to have my hands on before anyone else. And today, after 3 weeks of usage, I can say that Vivo is a brand you have to look up to, because in V15 Pro, it was the first phone to have a pop-up camera, the first phone to have a Snapdragon 675, and the first phone to have a notchless display. Trust me, the display, the music, the camera is top notch. There is nothing that can be near this phone as on date. So this is the V15 Pro that I'm currently using, the blue color phone. It has 6 GB of RAM, 128 GB of memory. It has the inbuilt fingerprint display which works instantly. It gives you a face recognition unlock. It's super quick. The moment you start the phone, the camera comes out. The moment you close, the camera goes in. The camera clarity is indeed one of the best I've seen on a smartphone. Even after zooming into the maximum capacity, you don't see pixels. Watching videos on this phone is amazingly good. It has awesome clarity when you watch videos on YouTube or any other videos. The best part I like is, even after being such a huge phone, it's still a single-handed use, which is one of the best part. Nothing blocks your screen, no notch. That is something you have to look out for, because this is the future. I have been using this phone for hardly 3 weeks now, but I can say that it's a good switch from iOS to an Android phone. Maybe it had been some other phone, I would not have been able to survive for this long, but I'm pretty sure that I'll be using this phone for another year and a half before I make a move to the new Vivo phone. So after Vivo 15 Pro, I was just thinking, what else can Vivo do when it comes to innovation? They have come up with awesome clarity cameras, awesome displays. They have come up with in-display fingerprint. They have come up with the high-definition music, soundcasting. I was just thinking, what else is left for Vivo when it comes to innovation? So I was just researching something, and I came to know that Vivo has already made a concept phone, which is the Vivo Apex. So Vivo Apex is a phone which has no ports, no physical buttons. So now you'll be thinking, how does the phone operate, right? It has a wireless charging, a wireless magnetic charging, so there is no require for a port. The buttons physically are not available, but they work on your pressure. When you touch the sides of the phone with some pressure, it will act as a button. That is something that I'm really looking forward to use. As of now, what I know is only the CEO of Vivo has the phone in his hand, and no one else has been able to use the phone yet. Apart from that, one another phone that is already in the pipeline in the Q2 or maybe Q3 is the Vivo Next 2, which has dual displays. The displays at the front and the back. So every time I think about Vivo and I think what next, Vivo has something to take your breath away. So Vivo Next 2 is something I'm looking for, and the Apex, I hope it makes to the market soon, because that is something I would like to use, because that is the future of the phones. No ports, no buttons, no notches, everything has to be purely display. That's it. So let's see when it launches, but I'm really keen to have my hands on all the future Vivo phones, because I'm really loving the way Vivo is, getting into innovations which earlier was not a piece of easy cake for any other brands. And when you talk about Vivo, in a span of 3 years, it has become the second best smartphone manufacturer in the country after Samsung. It's something, which has been super fast for them, which no other company has been able to do. So I'm really waiting for the next phones of Vivo, and I would like to say, don't miss the Vivo phones. Keep an eye on them and you will have something for yourself.